City's taxi industry, one of the many industries being hard hit by the virus.
Yeah, not only are yellow cabs and for hire drivers facing a big hit to their wallet, they continue to face the fear of risking their own health, right? So joining us now to talk about that is the commissioner there. We're talking about Aloysee Heredia Jarmoszuk. Thank you, Commissioner, for joining us. I want to get right to it. Drivers, they're on the front lines interacting with both domestic and international travelers. What kind of safety precautions are you urging them to take?
We're urging them to follow the guidelines that the city and the CDC have issued, all the regular precautions that folks are talking about. If drivers don't feel well, they should stay home. They should be vigilant about washing their hands and using alcohol-based sanitizer when they're not near any hand-washing stations. And really to exercise all the regular precautions that all New Yorkers are being urged to follow.
You know, I've definitely seen Ubers and other rideshare vehicles have the drivers wear masks. Taxis are a little different because they have that plastic divider. Is the TLC providing cleaning supplies to drivers who just can't find them or afford them?
If any drivers can't find or afford any cleaning products, they should certainly give us a call or reach out to 311, and those will be routed to us. We are not actively handing out products because there are limits and there are a lot of priorities for the city. But if any drivers are not do not have access to products, they should certainly reach out to the TLC immediately.
This is a two-pronged crisis. One, it's the health risk, right? The other is the economic risk. And a lot has changed over the last couple of days when it comes to what is going on with the economics of this. It's hard for drivers to make a living as is, but then you compile it with this. So what are you advising drivers to do?
Frankly, there's no sugarcoating the fact that the world is changing around us and the drivers are among the hardest hit. I would ask that we continue to be patient and come together and work together. We're partnering with our sister agencies to identify all the services that are needed across the city. And I think that there will be some opportunities for alternative income streams for drivers as we stand up food delivery, the transportation of our first responders and people. We're always going to need transit across the city. So, any patience that people can have and for everybody to continue to come together. Yeah. I've seen a lot of support and patience.
And Commissioner, we're hearing a lot day by day about what is going to happen here in New York City, the idea being tossed around about a shelter in place. Will there be any advice to drivers to limit their shifts completely or get rid of them completely during a shelter in place? What does that look like, and what are you hearing from your office in conversations with the mayor's office and the governor?
Sure. At this time, we're not telling drivers to not continue to work. The city does need to keep moving, albeit at a slower pace. But of course, their drivers are like all of us New Yorkers, and they must take all the precautions that are expected of all of us. And again, if they're feeling sick, they shouldn't work. They should stay home and separate as possible. And if we all have to weather this at home, that's what we all should be doing if that time comes. We're not there yet.
All right, and when you mentioned it about, seeking some of these other services for some financial relief, but in the meantime, you got to look at the reality of the situation. They're dealing with paying their leases, they're dealing with paying for parking, paying for gas, and all of this. So is there anything immediate on your end that you're working with other companies to maybe give them a break in some of these areas?
We're working with everyone. Some of the lenders have stopped accepting payments or not demanding that the drivers meet their loan payments. They're giving them a holiday reprieve for a month. And yes, I am working with everyone that I could possibly work with in the interest of drivers to try to provide them as much relief as we can right now. Everybody is struggling, and it's been difficult.
Every industry feeling the impact here. Commissioner, thank you for your time this morning.